we have called you to express serious reservations about the election exercise, and in particular, the tallying process going on at the Bomas of Kenya. Issues of grave concern to us include the following. Number one, the failure of the electronic voter identification device in over 80% of the country. Call them devices. Secondly, the law requires that voting results be transmitted electronically from polling stations to the National Tallying Center before ferrying the actual results from the polling stations to protect them from being doctored. There has been a total failure of the electronic vote transmission system, and you have evidence that the results we are receiving have actually been doctored. In some cases, total votes cast exceed the number of registered voters. For example, in Bureti, Kajiado South, in Runyenjes, Wajir North, and Kathiani constituencies, among others. IEBC's failure to address issues raised by Safaricom on the electronic voter tallying system is another major issue. And number four, refusal by the IEBC to allow court agents to witness and verify the tallying at the Bomas of Kenya. In fact, they were literally kicked out, even after the initial agreement that they could go to the primary source of the data, which was the polling station. Because of these concerns, we as a coalition take the position that the national vote tallying process lacks integrity and has to be stopped and restarted using, as I said earlier, primary documents from the polling stations. And you may have noticed that suddenly, because of this manual or fiscal delivery of the form form 36, suddenly there's a tremendous reduction of the number of spoiled votes. We understand this was a direction by IBC. Of course, they can correct us if we are wrong, in order to take into account some of the concerns raised by other Kenyans. But you can see that already compromises the integrity of this tallying process. We must tell them there will be no mass action. We are committed as a coalition to the principle of the rule of law. So this is very clear from our point, and I'm happy you asked that question.